Hi everybody, this is Inessa Persekian, known as Paper and Bling. I'm so excited to participate in the Pinkfresh Fridays hop that Joanne Bertel organizes with so many awesome scrappers to bring you lots of inspiration using Pinkfresh products. So here I'll be making a page using the Happy Blooms collection from Pinkfresh, which I just love all the bright cheery colors, lots of flowers and embellishments. So make sure you get yourself some if you're loving it too. And I actually paired it here with a pear tree Cutfile that's together again. So you'll see me really back this Cutfile. I'm using a number of different pieces from the Pinkfresh line. I think this is the either 6x6 or probably the 6x6 paper pad, which is, probably a great way to utilize it, especially if you're not big into full page pattern paper backgrounds. If you're more of a neutral or you like the white, this is a great option. I know this is a tidbit that I picked up from Erica Rose Crate. I use my Nuvo glue to adhere the papers. I think it's got a great consistency, really easy to use. So that's the liquid glue that I use. In terms of the process, so I flip it and trace it and just go on my way to getting that put together. So I've also decided to use my Distress Oxides here to create a little bit of a mixed media background, a couple splatters here and there. I matched it up with the collection. I don't have a wide range of Distress Oxides, so there may be something better, but that's what I have. And then I started laying out my pictures in title so I get a good sense of where I want to do the splatters. So in terms of the actual process, it's pretty easy. It's a technique that Vicky Budden uses quite frequently, but really just stamp the ink pad onto either a clear backing sheet, or if you have a mixed media mat like I'm using here, spray some water. Make sure you're using a round brush that is a nice size. So I use an 8 or 12, and I think Vicky probably uses a 10 if I remember correctly, but in any case, gives you really good control and splatter. So here, just go around. I did the purple. So with the ink splatters finished, I am ready to now put the page together. So this is where I start to play around with the layout a little bit more, playing around with the different ephemera that I want to use to really determine the final placement for it. So I knew I wanted to use that circle, the purple one at the bottom. I had the photo already in there. And that one, I think, gave me a little bit of extra trouble trying to figure out the best placement for it. But I think I finally landed on the right spot for it. So to add a little bit additional detail, I ended up stitching in gold thread along the banner, which I thought added a nice touch to it. And with that done, I start adhering all of the pieces onto the page. So with the layout nearly complete, I did decide that there was a little something that it was missing. So I ended up creating some borders on the left and right side of the page. And that's where you see me cutting 2 strips. I think I cut about, I want to say either like 3/4 of an inch or 1/2 inch. And then I adhered them. I was trying to play around to see if I would add it to the top or actually across all of the edges, but I ended up just doing the sides, and I thought that looked really nice. I did have to cut off some of the white paper, which thankfully I had enough room to do. Sometimes that's not always the case, and you end up having to go back and redo something, but in this case I was able to do that. And then I used the mat that is actually from Fiskars. I love this mat because it has a 12 by 12 grid. It's got multiple sizes on here, but it does work really well for placement and making sure things are straight and even. So what I did here is I put the strip along the side, aligned it to make sure that it was straight end to end, and then placed the white edge on top of it, making sure that the other side of the paper fit perfectly within the 12 by 12 square. So it was a great way for me to utilize this mat. You know, it catches all the paint and the cutting and everything too, and the adhesive, but that's another way to use it here. And then I added here a number of little enamel dots to add some additional detail, some of that gold stitching, well, not stitching, but the thread around as well. So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed this process video. I really appreciate your feedback. Please comment and like. I am working on building this channel to bring content to you guys, and really appreciate all of the support. And I'll see you again next time. Thanks.